Hello, I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. If you've been here waiting for me, I am so sorry. I was helping a friend, a colleague, with a Facebook ad problem. And it was kind of time sensitive, so I felt like I needed to respond and help her with her question. So I do apologize for you, so sorry. We are talking today about roadmaps and why, not so much why, although maybe a little bit of why too, but why roadmaps, the very best ones, plan for those efficient stops along the journey, and why your marketing roadmap should do the same. Welcome. Are you excited about this topic? Did I intrigue you a little bit? What does marketing have to do with efficient stops along your journey? Let me explain. First of all, though, I am Michele Peterson. I am the owner and founder of Exactly Right Online Marketing and Marketing Results Academy. I am a direct response copywriter. I am a marketing consultant and a small business coach. I have taken all of my experience in running a small business and gotten some extra training on online marketing, my passion for online marketing and for helping small businesses and entrepreneurs like you, and rolled it into what I'm doing now. And I am so honored to be able to help so many people just like you. So thank you for being here with me today. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I thought about this topic today because this morning I was going to get my nails done. Aren't they pretty? My manicurist does such a good job. It's one of those little perks that I allow for myself. But I also had to drop something off at the mailbox, at the post office actually. I had to go into the post office. It was something that I was returning, so it had to be into the post office. And I promised my son that I would go by the Fresno State Farm Market for some of their farm fresh grapes, which are awesome. I also needed to go to the grocery store, and I needed to get my car washed. So there were 5 things on my to-do list for today. Now, I could have taken 5 separate trips, but I'm not about that. I'm about rolling them all into the same thing and doing it as best as possible, right? As time efficient and gas efficient, everything efficient as possible. So I planned out in my head what I was going to do, right? So I'm going to go, and the route that I'm going to drive. I'm going to go to the post office first, then to the manicurist, then on the way back home, swing by the Fresno State Farm Market to the grocery store, and then to the car wash, which is just around the corner from my house. So it was all planned out, right? And it was, so it made efficient use of my time. It made efficient use of the gas. And at the end of my journey, I had accomplished everything that I set out to do. This took me, I left the house, it was a little bit before 8:30 and I was back at 10:30. So all 5 things in less than 2 hours. Pretty good, right? If I had done all of those 5 things separately, it would have taken me much more than those 2 hours. That's what I'm talking about with planning a roadmap. And this was a physical roadmap, right? Think about when you go on a road trip and so you know where you're starting and you know where you want to end up. But often you also have to plan out, well, where are you going to stop for gas? Where are you going to stop for those potty breaks? When are you going to stop for lunch or for coffee or for whatever, just to stretch your legs? So we know all about making these planned stops, right? To be most efficient, and some of those like potty breaks, stretching your legs, those aren't being efficient. They're just smart ideas, right? Now, your marketing roadmap needs to be the same. You know where you're at now, and you know where you want to be with your business. And your marketing roadmap, you develop to get you there. But it also has to be smart and strategic, right? And it has to factor in those planned, efficient stops. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. if you are launching a new product, a new service, you have certain things planned out that need to happen along the way. And they have to happen in the right order, right? So typically, you need to at least have an idea of what that product or service is. Sometimes it's not completely finished, but you have to have at least the starting point, right? And then there are things that you're going to need to do for your launch to get it all set up and going properly. For example, maybe you're doing a funnel for lead generation. Okay, so you know what you want to happen at the end. You want more leads. Well, what you need to do first and foremost is, what are you offering people to get them into your funnel? What's in it for them, right? What's in it for you is that they're going to call you and want to talk to you about your product or service, but what's in it for them? And most people, you're not going to just get to jump right to the sales process, right? They're going to want information. So what I teach people, my students, to do is, of course, the lead magnet, going into the funnel, building the relationship, and then leading into the sale. So the first step is figuring out what is the lead magnet that you want, right? So we work on the lead magnet first. Then we put together all of the supporting stuff. We're going to do the thank you, and we're going to reverse engineer to be more efficient, right? So you could do the landing page and then the thank you page and then the emails and lay it out linearly, however you want to say it. If you want to lay it out in a straight line, and in the steps that your prospect would take. However, sometimes that's not as efficient, because when you're creating your opt-in, your landing page, in that process, you're going to want the button to lead to the thank you page, right? And in your form, you're going to want to know which list does that form feed into for the contact information, right? So before you even start your landing page, you're going to need to specify your list and at least build whatever the form or whatever integration that your email provider uses. You're going to need to create that thank you page, or at least have the thank you page URL created so that you have all of that information available to you to build into your opt-in landing page, right? And you need to know the lead magnet, because that's what's going to create your landing page. You're going to need to know, well, what is it that they're going to get when they give you their contact information, right? Does this make sense? So while it seems counterintuitive, you need to start at the end and then reverse engineer for a funnel and plan all of those different steps and know what order they're all going to go into. Does that make sense? So 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey, he says, begin with the end in mind. And that is exactly what we're talking about. Begin with the end in mind, and be strategic about knowing what you need to do first and next and so on, right? So your plan needs to take that into effect. Here's another example. A new coaching student that I'm working with, she is launching her business. She has a business and she's working it, but she is, she's wanting to, of course, get the word out and really establish a good, strong presence. And what she's been doing is using speaking engagements and getting on podcasts and getting on web TV shows. Perfect, strategy. It's a great strategy, but she's finding in doing these, everybody wants to know, how do they get more? Does she have something that they can sign up for, right? An opt-in, a lead magnet. Does she have a special report, or does she have, a checklist of her topic? And that's what we need to work on for her, right? We need to develop her whole funnel and her lead generation funnel. But she also needs some immediate cash flow. And while lead generation funnels are awesome and they do totally work, and hers, by the way, is an industry where she's going to kill it on Facebook with Facebook ads to drive traffic to her lead generation funnel. But before that, she needs cash flow, right? She needs cash flow so that she can develop all of the elements of her funnel. She needs cash flow so that she can pay for those Facebook ads. So what I suggested to her is that she hold community workshops. Her target audience is the parents of student athletes. So hold workshops for these parents of student athletes, and that way she gets introduced to them, they get introduced to her in a value-based situation, and offer it to them directly so that she starts getting some immediate cash flow. Because the strategy of hosting those community workshops is going to get her to her cash flow faster so that then she can reinvest that cash flow into the wider reaching strategy of the Facebook ads and the lead generation funnel. Right? Does that make sense? But she was all, yeah, I need a funnel. I need a lead generation funnel. And if we had done that for her, yes, it would work, but it wouldn't meet her immediate need, right? This whole idea of the roadmap that is not just general best principles or general best practices, you really need to dive deep and look for your business. What does that roadmap need to be? What should it look like for you, right? Because your particular needs, you're going to have different planned stops along the way than somebody else. So it's so tough. I see this so much because there's so much information out there right now. You can buy courses, you can get the free information, you can listen to podcasts or videos like this, and you can find so much information that it's daunting, right? It's overwhelming. And how do you know what to do first? How do you know what's going to be most efficient to do first and next and so on? That is why I am so glad that in my Marketing Results Academy, we had the foresight to say, okay, well, you guys need that. And so the very first step for the clients, the students in my Marketing Results Academy is to take an assessment. Let's figure out exactly where you are and let's record where we want to be, but also let's look at what are your immediate needs in your business? Because everybody needs more leads. Everybody. No, I don't know a single business that I've ever spoken to who says, no, I don't need more leads. Everybody needs more leads. But sometimes it's more efficient to work on a different aspect of your business first. Right? There are 5 profit areas or elements of your business. More leads, more conversions of those leads, more transactions per customer, higher prices, and more profits. So we need to look at all 5 of those and say which of those 5 areas is the first efficient stop along your journey to where you want your business to be, right? And this marketing assessment that I have in Marketing Results Academy does that for you. It takes all the guesswork out of it. I am so excited about it. So I want to invite you to take a tour of the Marketing Results Academy, and I will put the link down below. But you can always just go to marketingresultsacademy.com, right? And sign up to watch the videos that will give you the guided tour. And guys, I'm just so excited about it because it's going to help so many people. It will help you no matter where you are in your business, whether you are just starting out like the one client I was telling you about, or whether you have been in business for a while and you've kind of reached that plateau So you know there's more to be had, more business to be had, more profits to be had, and you're not quite sure how to get there to the next, how to elevate yourself to the next level. Whether you are in like direct sales and you're building a team, there's stuff for you in there too. I really am just so excited to offer this to you because I know it will transform your business, it will transform your life, and really get you to where you want to be. So again, that's marketingresultsacademy.com/my-guided-tour. So that's the link that I'm going to put down below. And if you forget all of that, just go to marketingresultsacademy.com. You will get there and you'll see this awesome resource, because in the academy, after you figure out your assessment and you figure out what path, what are your step-by-step plan to get to where you want to be, each of those 5 elements that I talked about, we cover in detail. And we talk about the strategies. We talk about the tactics you use to implement the strategies. I have swipe files and examples and templates and, like fill in the blank stuff for you to use. And actual campaigns for you to look at and model yourself after for all kinds of different industries. You'll find one that applies to what you do. I am positive. So I do invite you to go to check that out and join, become a member, take the assessment, and develop your own roadmap. You will find it invaluable, truly. So that is pretty much what I have for you for today. So just remember, please remember, your roadmap for marketing success isn't just the beginning of where you are now and the end destination of where you want to be. It is also all those planned stops, those efficient stops along the way to get you there fastest and most efficiently, right? Because we want results fast, of course we do, and we don't want to waste our time spinning our wheels doing, going off in all these different directions. I don't know about you, but almost every entrepreneur that I've ever seen has what I call the shiny object syndrome. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Oh, but that's a good idea. So our focus is like a little, like a dog with a squirrel. This Marketing Results Academy will take all of that away from you, take out all the overwhelm, the frustration, and point you in the right direction. So I hope you do that. I hope you build your own roadmap. If you need help, of course, I'm here for you. Reach out to me. I would love to help you along in your journey to success. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. Leave comments for me down below. Share this with other people that would find it valuable and be benefited by it. I appreciate you so very much. Like my page, turn on notifications so you know when I'm going live with the next coffee chat. We used to call them coffee chats. So I'm sitting here with my iced coffee. But turn on notifications so you know when I'm going live and so you will not miss a thing. I appreciate you, and until next time, bye.